All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We got an amazing special guest with us today, Dr. Larry Palevsky, who's joining us August 23rd for our Stand for Health Freedom event in Palatine. He's joining us with Leah Wilson, who's the co-founder of Stand for Health Freedom. She was on with us a couple weeks ago. We're blessed to have Larry join us today, Dr. Larry. So I just want him to introduce himself to you guys here briefly, and then we'll get in a little bit more here. So Dr. Larry, why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Thank you, Dr. Nick. My name is Dr. Larry Palevsky. I'm a New York State licensed pediatrician. I graduated at NYU School of Medicine in 1987 and did a pediatric residency in New York at Mount Sinai Hospital for 3 years and did some extra training as a fellow at the NYU School of Medicine outpatient department at Bellevue Hospital. Most of my medical career in the beginning, first 9 years, was spent in pediatric emergency rooms, ICUs, neonatal ICUs, ran a pediatric ICU, inpatient pediatrics. And over the years, I realized that there were other ways to practice medicine, that I could find a way to develop an understanding of what contributes to health and how to modify what contributes to health and how to understand symptoms and why symptoms might not be so bad for the body and actually might be an indication that the body's looking for a way to heal. Yes. And so over the last 20 some odd years, I've had a practice where I practice a more holistic, integrative pediatric practice in New York. And I watch kids go from chronic illness to almost no illness at all. And they change their diet. We look at their lifestyle. I work with chiropractors, acupuncturists, homeopaths, naturopaths, osteopaths, and many other practitioners as a team to help children stay well and to teach families how to maintain their levels of wellness.
So NYU Medical School, which last time I checked is a highly ranked medical school. You've been in the emergency rooms, you've been in the hospitals, you've seen a lot.
Yeah.
How many years have you been doing it for?
35.
35 years. So you've got the experience, you've got the training, and all that led you to more of a holistic way of looking at it.
What led me to a holistic way of looking at it is because Western medicine provided me with amazing tools up to a point. And then what I realized was that I didn't have answers to helping children stay well and get well, and then became aware that I didn't have to use pharmaceutical medicines to help children. Right. And so that became a huge part of my practice, where I rarely, if ever, write prescriptions for medicines, and I don't administer any shots in my office. So, understanding the potential pitfalls of these ingredients coming into the body through the shots has led me to a different understanding of what we're doing in medicine. And the idea for me is to empower parents, to empower families towards greater health based on helping them make those decisions that are optimal for their children's well-being. Ultimately, I'm not the primary care provider of these children. The parents are. Yes. So my job is to help them be the best parent they can be in body, mind, and spirit, so that they are understanding all of what contributes to the well-being of their children, whether it's diet, environment, air quality, electromagnetic radiation, screen time, their emotional environment, how much exercise they get, supplements, whether they are understood, parented in a way that nurtures the spirit of the child. These are all ways to uphold health and understand what contributes to health. And when I see it in action, kids thrive.
Yes.
They really thrive.
You're talking my language. It's, we tell parents we want them to be empowered, because whether it's a chiropractor, an MD, a dentist, an orthopedic, whatever, they know their family better than anybody that's ever will.
Correct.
So once they get empowered, they can make the best decisions for them and their family.
Which is one
of the reasons we're bringing you guys here on August 23rd, Palatine, Illinois, Cutting Hall, 6:30 p.m. That's our Stand for Health Freedom, Building Natural Immunity is the name of the event. We're doing that with Stand for Health Freedom. Dr. Larry is our keynote speaker. So I know you're going to be hitting a lot of the topics you just mentioned. Any other things you think of that, like why people need to be here?
Well, I mean, for anyone who's questioning the dominant narrative, for anyone who's interested, curious, for anyone who's willing to say, I don't know what I don't know, for anyone who's willing to expand beyond what they think they already know, this is an opportunity for you to walk out of the talk with I didn't know that, or gee, is what he said correct? Because we don't learn by necessarily being told what's true. We learn by exploring and investigating and experiencing things so that we develop ownership of what's true. And that's really what I do greatly in my practice, is give parents an opportunity to have ownership. If I change a kid's diet, or if I make recommendations for a diet to be changed and the parent does it, and then the parent sees the direct effects, I'm done, right? Because the parent didn't know it because I said it would work. The parent knows it because the parent did it, saw it happen, and can't deny what they saw. If they decide to deny what they saw, that's their choice.
Sure.
But ultimately, they can't turn their back on their experience. And my job is to give people an experience, a new experience, so that they become empowered. And we'll talk a little bit about mandates and what mandates mean, and whether or not mandates make any sense. And we'll get into it.
Some of the science behind like why things do or don't work, is that will you have a little bit of that in there?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be doing this for 4 hours, but
Right.
We'll certainly try to touch
Yeah.
as much information as possible.
6:30 to 8:30. That's right. We'll stay on time there. 6:30 to 8:30.
Okay.
Palatine, Illinois, August 23rd. Cutting Hall. Leah Wilson, the co-founder of Stand for Health Freedom. Dr. Larry will be our keynote speaker. I'll be doing a little emceeing in there, just keeping everything moving. But yeah, we are excited to have you here. In just a week and a half, 2 weeks away.
Yeah, about 11 days.
11 days. Bring you to Chicago. And hopefully people can have some fun at the event. They'll learn something, and then we'll be able to take this to the world.
Yeah, well, I look forward to it. Stand for Health Freedom is a very important organization for anyone who's interested in speaking up and empowering themselves towards their own medical freedom, and making sure that the issues about medical freedom are brought into the political sphere. So you don't want to miss this event. Yes.
We're going to rock it. August 23rd. Dr. Larry, I appreciate being with us. If anybody has any questions about the event, I've got some of the links on here. It's August 23rd, Palatine, Illinois, 6:30 p.m. You can see how to get tickets is scrolling below. You text SHF plus ML3 to 52886. There are some QR codes floating around the internet there as well. You can call my office, Degnan Family Chiropractic. We will get you there any way we can. We look forward to it. Dr. Larry, thank you again. We'll talk to everybody soon.